I might do that because, dementation.
Yeah.
That is like one thing, which is kind of OP, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. YouTube, our number 2. Session number 0
Yes.
of Vampire the Masquerade.
Yes.
What gives men wings?
Yes. So, have you talked to your closest internet provider about savings that you can do?
What are we advertising?
I don't know. I don't know Bulgarian internet providers.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not advertising these guys. Fuck these guys.
Okay. Well, you can.
I mean, they're
You
pretty
could if you lived in Netherlands. Use Spain. Use Orange. There.
Orange.
We got.
No,
got it
I'm
in.
way too cool to be like going to people and asking them like once we have a bajillion views and like 97% of them are big titted ghost chicks, the advertisers will come to us and we will be sponsored by Maybelline and stuff.
Okay.
Regs, please sponsor me. I like your sausage rolls.
There we go. What kind of Maybelline products do you use, Hip?
I just found a bit of my old tooth. Wait.
Okay, bro.
It was horrific.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I had a tooth pull like 2
like
weeks ago.
surgery. Yeah. I remember.
Yes.
Bro.
What the fuck, man?
And I coughed, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "Oh, okay."
Bro is turning into a vampire in real time, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Alright.
Yes. Yes.
Does
So
anyone?
what was your question, Ice?
I don't know, man. I was memeing.
If you wanted to advertise very
Maybelline.
specific furniture store brand.
Yeah.
No, they don't need my, and I'm
Man.
blacklisted, so I can't do that.
I
That will
love
be in
XXX
player.
loots, bro.
Yes.
XXX.
I'm only blacklisted from their IT recruitment, not from the stores.
CSGO skins, man.
For now.
CSGOgambling.com.
Hell yeah. Nondescript
Yeah.
CSGO gambling site number 364.
Well, I worked for a tournament site, now I forgot their name.
In
But
before
they're
we get
apparently
literally
are
flagged
semi-big now.
on YouTube.
Yes. E-Pulse! Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use E-Pulse for your
So fuck
tournament.
all of
It's
those
not
guys.
gambling.
Fuck all
It's
of those
not
guys.
gambling,
Never
it's
give them
tournament.
money. They deserve to fucking
It's not gambling, you
swallow
just
shit.
put money on
Yes,
who
I
wins
know the
and who
people
loses.
who are behind that company and they suck. They're horrible not horrible people, they're just bad people. But yes.
Not horrible, just bad.
Yeah, they're like
Come down lad roads,
in
better
Swedish
for
we say like unsoft. They're not soft people, they are hard people.
Alright.
Hard people might make soft people.
Yes.
That is Alice done. Would anyone like to go next?
I guess I'm basically done. There's just a couple bits of backstory stuff I'm not sure about, and the what's it? The touchstones and convictions.
Okay.
But other than that, I've done everything.
You would be George Weston?
Yes.
Brilliant. So tell us about George Weston.
So George used to work for forensics for a police station somewhere in London. Haven't decided which one yet. And he was very happy with his job. And it was one particular case that he got involved in where a body was brought in, and the body in question was unusual. And George, being someone with a passing interest in weird occult stuff, decides to go on his own personal mini-investigation. Personal mini-investigation led to a major breach of the Masquerade. And the only reason he's not dead is that his sire convinced the prince that he is more useful to them alive than dead, and inducted him into the Tremere as a method of giving his sire some amount of legitimacy in establishing the basis of a new pyramid after the destruction of the chantry in Vienna.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds amazing. You are now employed by the London Chantry. How long ago was this?
Only would have been maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Because, like, this happened after the collapse of Vienna, but his sire is relatively old.
Alright. Is the sire a local London person?
Yes.
What generation are you?
He is 12, I think. That's what I put down.
So you're a neonate.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll give you. Yeah, we'll give you Baruch. Now, I'll pick up your sire. Your sire's name is Baruch. I will tell you about Baruch in just a second. Not particularly adjacent to what you have done, but Baruch is a physicist. He works in the University of London. He's very ancient. He was one of the first new science London people to be transformed into a vampire. He is childe of the Tremere Primogen Martha. And he's an elder as well. He's an ancile. You don't have a lot of touchstones with him, but he recognizes your brilliance is why you are turned.
Okay.
Baruch. Do you have any contacts in the any contact advantages? Base 7 contacts. I see you have
Yes,
contacts, 2 in contacts. What would those be? Would those be related to?
Those would be old contacts in the police.
Alright. 2 dots in contacts. Police. Anyone particular in the police department? 2 dots is a very high placed kindred, maybe even a commissar, someone citywide.
Yes. See, I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking of making the contact a touchstone, so probably like a high-ranking officer, maybe a commissioner.
Commissioner. Would you like to name him?
Yes. Marcus Wright.
Marcus Rigged. Lovely. What is your nature with this guy? What is the nature of your relationship with this guy? Why is he helping you out?
I'd say relatively positive. He's his old boss, and they got along well because George did the job and was good at it, essentially. And so George would have pulled like a lot of overtimes and all-nighters, and as Marcus would feel that he owes him for that.
Are you no longer a policeman?
I think he would have been. I think, actually. I think he would have been transferred from the police to, like, the forensics people in a hospital by his sire to keep up appearances, because he
Okay.
wouldn't need to go in during the day in his old job.
We can spin it so that you only give night shifts.
Okay,
If you
that's
want
fine
to.
then.
If you don't
Then
want to,
yeah,
we can do
he's still in the
hospital.
police.
And I
He
see
does night shifts.
Okay.
That makes things less complicated.
you are still a policeman and you only do night shifts. You have that written down in your policeman contract that you have with the City of London.
Yes. Specifically, he is a forensic scientist. He works in the forensics department.
Yeah. Forensic scientist who works in the forensic department of the police department. One of the police departments in London. You can, if you ever feel like it, pick it out on a map and send me a screenshot and I will note that down. Alright. Other stuff. You have allies. 2 dots in allies.
That is essentially his co-workers.
Alright. Allies in the
Like,
police department.
Yeah, he's been working for them for a while, so he knows people.
Lovely. Other police people. Cool. What is your predator type?
Predator type, I chose bagger.
Bagger. We can still, in that case, do the hospital stuff. I see a potential relation to Alice. There is only the one hospital that does most of this stuff. However, if you don't want to do that, we can also have another channel where you would get your bagger stuff.
No, that's good. He was transferred to whoever did forensics in that hospital. He was transferred to work for them
Okay.
by his sire as like a favor.
Yeah.
That the owner of the hospital owed him.
Yeah, it's an anarch thing. And would you be anarch or Camarilla? Well, obviously Baruch is Camarilla, so.
I think he'd align more with anarchs in that he would rather just avoid politics.
For that reason and no other, you were sent to the hospital. You are still Camarilla. You're pretty in undetermined as of yet, but you are sent there to, like, the Winter Queen is very powerful and very old and does not get along with the Camarilla. You sort of have a, it's not necessarily your mission, but it is expected of you to put your best foot forward for the sake of the Camarilla. You're sort of like a politician in waiting. But nobody's bothering you yet. Okay. Sneak. Procure cold blood rather than hunt. Black market or your skills as a burglar or ambulance chaser. Cool. You have both an adversary, which is a kind adversary. So adversary is a mortal, and you also have an enemy. Actually, the other way around, right?
I think adversary is
adversary is for
adversary
vampire.
is kindred.
Yeah.
Enemy is kind. So
Yeah.
adversary, I was thinking someone who disagreed with the circumstances he was turned under. Like, normally they would just kill him.
Okay, that's fair. Disagree with.
And then
Yes.
enemy comes from his predator type, but I'm not too sure about that one.
Okay. It's a kind person, so it can be one of the in the hospital where the Winter Queen works. It could be one of the ambulance drivers who is kind, who does not know what is going on here, and is taking it upon himself that every weird thing that happens to him is because of you for some reason, and thinks you're a creep. He's pretty inconsequential, even though it's a 2-dot enemy. He's kind, so who gives a fuck? Maybe something else?
No, that works. That works.
Alright. Enemy is disgruntled ambulance driver. Cool book. Okay. Resources. You have a flaw called Haunted. What's that about?
That was in the progeny thing, but I don't think it's
Okay.
in this. It's essentially where he lives has a ghost.
Aha! Brilliant. You do have a 1 base haven.
Yeah, that's just his flat down the road.
Lovely. And merit Iron Gullet. How did that come about? Obviously that's from your predator type, but you know, in roleplay terms, how did that come about?
I think he works in forensics. He's seen a lot of very gruesome things, so he can stomach a lot.
Mm-hmm. So, even among vampires, you are considered to be a very strong Iron Gullet. Alright, I like that. Police department. Hospital. Let's do your touchstones and convictions. Being a neonate, you've been around, you can have both touchstones and convictions. Any ideas on those?
Let me get out the convictions in the book quickly.
I believe I have them here. I can read them out for you. They are on page 171.
171.
Convictions. Examples include: thou shalt not kill. Kill only the unworthy unbelievers in fair combat and in self-defense. Never expose children to violence. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Disobedience is dishonor. Protect the innocent from harm. Courage is the highest virtue. Always keep your sworn word. The truth is sacred. Thou shalt not lie. Slavery is evil. Obey authority. My country, right or wrong. None may control me. Never do drugs. Thou shalt not torture, etc., etc. 171.
The first one is the police commissioner, and I think that will be protect the innocent from harm from
Lovely.
his job.
Oops. Wrong button. Police commissioner. Marcus Wright. Oops. Protect the innocent from harm. We have a good vampire. What about the second one?
Second one. Thinking. I was thinking maybe like an old co-worker, not like his boss, but someone he was actually friends with, and go. Always keep to your sworn word.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name? I don't know.
David Raid.
That worked.
David Raid. Lovely, lovely. Let's look at your stats. Let's take a step back. Very high intelligence, yeah. Police detective. I mean, these are all par for the course, part of the job. Low charisma, are you? Why is your charisma so low? Are you ugly, hard on the eye, or are you just grizzled and don't like talking?
Go with that one because he mostly works in the lab and he's not exactly a people person.
Not exactly a people person. Cool. Firearms, your cop, investigation, medicine, yeah. Occult, of course, you are Tremere. These are all par for the course. Okay, let's do ambition and desire. Ambition is something long-term, desire is something short-term that you can complete in a few sessions, or one session, or even half a session.
I think long-term, his ambition is to get as far away from vampiric politics as possible and enjoy his immortality in peace and quiet.
And enjoy immortality in peace. What about a desire?
That's something that can be done.
Buy a car, smoke a cigarette. Even though when you smoke a cigarette you're a vampire, you immediately retch. Unless you are blushing, in which point you retch a few hours later. Go ice fishing on the Thames. You seem to be a pretty adjusted guy that exists in both worlds at the same time. Study an old book. Work on a vampiric in origin mystery.
That works. Work on like a occulty Tremere mystery.
Work on a occult mystery. Lovely. Touchdowns and convictions. Am I missing anything? Have I forgotten anything? You're a neonate, you have to spend 15 experience. We'll do that in a sec. XP.
Sorry, the thing deleted. I need to put all of the stuff back in for the touchstones and the ambition.
I never did that. I will do that now. Touchstones and convictions. I will do that for you. I have them here. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay. You have to send me a picture and a token, or just a picture and I will make you a token.
Yes, I have that.
Am I missing anything? I do not believe I'm missing anything. I think you are sorted. George Weston. Which leaves Hunter. Are you ready, Hunter?
I am quite ready, yes.
Brilliant.
Our first murder, hobo.
What do you mean?
No, he's a
Lies.
Nosy. He doesn't murder. Nosies are nice.
Yes. Quite.
Izron, big hands.
Yeah.
So obviously Nosferatu. In
Yep.
your case, it's obvious because you look horrible. In the other people's cases, not so much. Alright. I see a very high strength, a very high resolve, some kind of bruiser person.
So yes, basically, before he got turned, he was not a great person.
Mhm.
Mostly, choosing to solve his issues with his fists, rather than his mouth.
Mhm.
And he basically, he is guilty of the sin of greed. He basically did anything to further himself in any shape or form.
Okay.
Not really, not really caring if he, who got hurt along the way. which also ties into why he got turned by, the Gnosis.
Okay.
They wanted to kind of humble him as a person, kind of, if you get my gist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, yeah, he was a horrible person, and then he got turned, and his transformation wasn't very kind to him. It was very, very painful, so to speak.
All right.
And that's where where the moniker Big Hands comes from. It's during his transformation, or his transformation made his hands like he got big meaty paws, basically.
Okay. Gave him big meaty paws. Cool. All right. Do you know the name of your sire? He was a Nossi. So, the Nossis, there are two distinct shades of Nosferatu that operate in London. The more famous one is Frank and Sin. Frank and Sin, they live in the sewers. So there's 1,000 kilometers of tunnels underneath London. During World War One, a guy called Kitchener, which is not the same guy, he did a bunch of them. Then Churchill did a bunch more during World War. Then in the Cold War, they did the bulk of them. And now there's so many that even the vampires don't know them all. And there's this thing called the rat train, which is a little steam train that Frank drives. That's how Frank occupies himself. He drives this little steam train on these pre-allocated lines, on these segregated train lines, and these are trains for kindred exclusively. Most kindred they either live very close to where they dwell, or they have these fancy sports cars. Almost nobody uses the rat network. And Sin is a computer hacker. He has a small office underneath King's Cross, and he monitors. He's almost created something called ShrekNet 3, which is a Nossi network that got busted twice before already by the Inquisition and caused a heap of trouble. So that's one group. That's the King's Cross group. And the other group is obviously the Spy Master Ominous. He is a Nosferatu. He has Nossi ninjas, which nobody knows and has ever seen. Those are the two Nosferatu groups. Do you want to belong to any one of them, or do you want to be...
I'd go for the King's Cross.
All right.
One, yeah.
So your sire is a guy named Chiron. Chiron is like you, a big guy. He operates as the enforcer. He does not have a lot to say. He's very close with Sin and Frank. Frank is sort of the leader, but Sin is like the brains of the operation. Anyway, have you done your Just Noctis to your sire? He gives you one thing to do when he believes you are ready, and then you have to do the thing. Have you done this?
Not quite sure, actually.
Let's start with what generation you are. Are you a childer, neonate, or ancillary?
I'd say that Izzy is he's not ancient, but he's been around.
Alright. So neonate or ancillary? Ancillary has 35 experience to spend and has a higher blood potency, whereas neonate has 15 experience to spend.
I think the ancillary is...
Alright. Powerful old. The most inexperienced player is the oldest generation.
Typical.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because the NPCs are going to hold you. Okay. Let's scale it down to neonate.
Yeah, okay.
But you've still been around and are...
Yeah, it's more so that he's been around, not that, he's super old, and...
Okay. So if you were a neonate, you have been transformed 5 to 10 years ago, maybe even more. 30, 40. So your Just Noctis has probably already been done, and maybe even forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Just Noctis has been done and forgotten a billion years ago. That's for your sire. What about the prince? Same?
Yeah, probably the same. I'd say.
This to the prince. Done and forgotten. Alright. Cool. High resolve, high strength. Yeah, that's all Nossi stuff. Animoken. You don't see that every day. Why is your Animoken so high?
Let me just in the sheet, let me fucking orient myself.
Yeah, it means you get along with animals and stuff.
Yeah, I know. So why is it so high? Well, Izron tends to hang out in the sewers mostly when, during the day, and he just has a innate like for animals of all kinds. So he takes care of
animals.
He takes care of them and whatnot as best as he could.
Take care of animals that find themselves in the sewers. Lovely. Alright, you have a haven, which is probably a hole somewhere in the sewer. Resources, a little bit of money. Mask, you don't really need that. You'll never be interacting with. You might as well take something else. Because you're a Nosferatu, you are a walking masquerade, which you'll never be interacting with Kai.
Yep.
So you don't need to have an ID.
I will fix that once I figure out how. Anyways.
Okay. And then you have a very high status, positive reputation within a faction.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that faction?
I think it would be the King's Cross.
King's Cross, Nossis trust you.
Yeah, he's basically like, he's nothing, he's nothing exceptional to say that, there are other vampires that could definitely do the job way better than him, but he is reliable, he gets the job done, and he doesn't ask a lot of questions.
Hard worker, gets job done, does not ask questions. Alright. And then you are an organivore.
Yes.
So that means you must consume flesh and organs. Otherwise you... Let me do the automation for you. Boop. Now we can look at it together. You can slake hunger only by eating human flesh and organs, especially those rich in blood, such as the heart, liver, lungs, placenta, and spleen. So how does that come? How has that come about? Is that related to your predator type?
Yeah, he's a alley cat, so he basically just like preys on like any moron that might find himself alone at night. So he does unfortunately, as best as he tries to cover it up, he does leave a body trail behind.
Okay. Yeah, killing is not good in vampire.
Yeah.
Because you incur stains. So, if you were a new character, that would make sense, but to have been consuming... You need to eat blood at least. You need to drink blood at least 3 times a week, I want to say, to be a normal functional vampire. So, that makes it hard unless you give yourself medicine and start harvesting organs.
You could also have a conviction about specifically how you feed that would negate stains.
Yeah, but he needs to consume heart, liver, lungs, placenta, and spleen. So that would involve removing said organ, and those are all pretty beneficial. I don't know about the brain.
No, but he clearly, unless he's like, yes, killing everyone, it's obviously like recently dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was my question. Like, does it have to be a living person, or can it be from like a recently deceased one?
Can be from a recently deceased one as well.
Because then he
Yes.
could have like a connection to some type of morgue, where he works as like some type of night shift who only works alone.
Hell yeah. We can do
then-
that. We can have you supply him with all of these organs.
No, not me.
Who was the...
Not to me.
I cannot do that from a
It was,
theater.
Harold.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, it was Harold. Sorry. I
Yeah, I can
meant
smuggle you some
George.
organs.
There you go.
Thank you. Very epic.
There you go. We can do it. So, throughout the years, there have been very many minor and major boons exchanged between you two. Let me start writing this shit down. So, Arigat with George Weston. So you guys know each other. Many major boons have been exchanged between you two. Mostly, Izron giving and George receiving. And he's been steadily supplying you with recently removed organs from dead people. So we're gonna start with you owing him both a major and a minor boon. And we're gonna
Okay.
say that for the next 2 weeks, you will be exempt from feeding checks. I will write this down. This is special. You owe George minor.
There is a section on the sheet for that, actually.
For boons, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
shall put that down as well. From feeding checks for 2 weeks. From feeding checks, from hunting rolls, whatever. So you guys know each other pretty well. So what's the nature of your relationship? And both of you can chip in. Other than... Is there anything else? Other than a Camarilla Nossi doing a lot of work for a Tremere pathologist.
I'd say that. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah. George, do you want to paint in the lines or out of the lines?
I think with George's character of not being a people person and preferring to avoid politics, he would probably keep it strictly professional.
Lovely. Very strictly professional relationship. And you use Izron to the ends of being out of Camarilla politics as much as you can. Every time there's an Elysium meeting, stuff like that, you would have him bulk you up in some way and make you exempt from having to go to Elysium.
Works, yeah.
He would make a bajillion excuses for you, and they have amazingly mostly worked. Probably everyone knows, and are at this point, you know, fuck that one Tremere guy, like they're all weird anyway.
Yeah, that works for me.
The same can be said for the Nossi, so... Brilliant. Let's do your touchstones and convictions, at least 2. There will be 2 mortals and 2 things that they make you believe very strongly. Obviously, you're a Nosferatu, you can't be showing yourselves to mortals, so in both cases, or at least in one case, it'll be you stalking an unsuspecting mortal person for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas?
Yeah, I think since Gnosis usually come out at night mostly, he would have picked up on like a recently homeless, like some sort of homeless person that isn't doing too great, and he's been like shuffling cards their way, like quietly, I suppose.
Okay, perfect. Homeless person down on his luck. You've been protecting him from the various grotesqueries that happen down in the sewers.
Yep.
Cool. Do you want to name him?
I'd have to get some time to name them, but for now let's do Ezra, I guess. Ezra.
Alright. And one more. Touchstone.
I suppose it would like there's some colony of stray cats out there that he likes to take care of.
Lovely.
Something like that.
Colony
brings them food and
stray cats. Brings them food, ensures that they are comfortable in the cold. That they survive the winter.
Yep.
This particular winter is very cold, so cold that the Thames is frozen over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what are the two convictions that these two touchstones bring?
Mm-hmm.
The homeless person, what does he inspire you to do that mortals do, that you don't have to do but want to do?
Yeah. I guess the fitting one for the homeless person specifically would be love thy neighbor as thyself.
Whoa. Love that. He lives in all of the... You guide him to live in all of the best sewer tunnels in London. Alright.
And... I guess obey authority would be a good one, since
Right.
he has a good rep and doesn't really talk back.
You are inspired by the cat hierarchy.
Exactly.
Even though beasts are not beyond hierarchy. Whoa. Ambition and desire. Ambition is long term. Desire is long term.
Yeah, I suppose the desire would be tied to the cats,
Okay.
to find them a better place, so that they don't have to be on the streets.
Cool. Find better home for cats.
Hell yeah.
Makes perfect sense. You're a night monster. You can rip a head off, but a bunch of cats melt your heart that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Ambition is a tricky one.
Ambition, yeah. Climb up the Camarilla ranks or climb down in the Camarilla ranks? Are you gonna be like? There's a lot of Gnosis that live in Elysium.
Yeah.
Spy
I
masters.
suppose climb down in the Camarilla ranks would be. He just wants to do his own thing without much interruption.
Establish ties with anarchs. Lasting ties.
Yeah,
Lovely. And you have 15 experience points to spend. Freedom. Aspiring to freedom. Cool. I don't believe I'm missing anything. There's a bunch of notes I made on you. I have missed people's messages. An image. Conviction wording. Yes, I will do that now. action wording. Where were left husband and children? Hunter. Boom.
Yes.
Here are the notes. I have Biz here. Here are my notes that I did on you.
Perfect.
Here are my notes that I did on you. And I believe George. Here are my notes that I did on you. Alright, your characters for all intents and purposes are now done. You need to spend some experience. I recommend you guys purchase disciplines. Those are always fun. Harold. These are the notes
Yes.
I have for you. Before we do experience, any questions on all of the stuff that we've done so far?
No, not from me.
Okay. We'll do experience, so your characters are perfectly rounded out. And then we will do more relations. So, the way experience works, if you go to handouts, I've put in a screenshot that says trait costs in experience. Most of you are neonates, except the childe, which doesn't need to do anything, which is Biz. You have 15 experience to spend. Your blood potency is 1. So increasing on attributes cost 5 of those 15 points. That's per level. So if you have 3 in dexterity and want to get 4 dexterity, you need to pay 4 times 5, which is 20 experience points. So you wouldn't even be able to do that. Clan discipline is the disciplines you started for. The discipline you get from the predator type is not a clan discipline, so that will cost 7 plus the new level. So if you have a non-clan discipline, I don't know, celerity, and that's at level 3, if you want to make it at level 4, that'll cost 7 times 4 is 28, right? Which again would mean that you wouldn't be able to do that. And then thin blood formulas are not available to you because you're not thin bloods. Blood sorcery rituals, those are available to the Tremere if he wants to do any of them. And increasing your blood potency, I don't recommend doing that. That makes everything more powerful that you do. Not that any of you can do that.
Yes, it also costs like a lot.
A lot,
Like
yeah.
a lot.
Go ahead and do that now. So your character sheet is rounded out. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm right here.
Yes.
There is a little diary for experience that is in your character sheet. That's the second thing in your character sheet, so go ahead and add 15 experience. And then when you spend it, add minus 15 experience and write down more or less what you spend. And I'm not gonna, check you guys.
Yes.
If cheating brings you joy, cheat. Whatever, I don't care. Don't cheat too much though, because I will catch you and I will take it away, and you will not get it back.
Yes. Yes. Well, I want to remind GM, because we talked about convictions and morality in this game.
Okay.
And I had a very cool anecdote of a problem player I had.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
that
do
did
not know who you
something
are talking
weird
to.
and then claimed like, no, but that's kind of like self-defense.
I killed werewolves and he gave me stains.
Yes, and I did it wrong. You should have gotten a hell of a lot of stains.
I shouldn't have gotten any stains. Is why
Depends on the
he's
wording of the
They were
chronicle
literally,
tenets.
when you
didn't-
started shooting at them, they were literally saying the sentence, maybe we can work something out.
Wait, he actually did have a light machine gun loaded with silver bullets? I was joking.
Yes, no. They did a lot to get that.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I got really lucky. The other player took all the hits, and then
yes.
But I did have an Anselay.
They had
Bruja.
the biggest dice pool was 20 dice,
Yeah.
and I got 2 successes.
Yeah, we got very lucky. Yeah.
Well, the other player didn't get so lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor tits got shreked.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Can you
they
write
got
down the experience spending rules? I can't find it in the book.
If you go to handouts, it is already there. If you want to find it in the book, it's on page 137. That's handouts in Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Thanks.
So if you're not sure how the multiplication stuff works, even though I was super confused the first time, I played VGM and someone gave this to me. If you're not sure how it works, run it by me, and I will help you out.
But yes, also to be on my soapbox, it's not that bad to have humanity 4.
It is a resource, unfortunately, and
Yes,
and I have the
but it's not
let's gain that shit
it
mentality.
gets easier
Yeah.
to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
And usually it's especially in V5, it's not it's impossible. Maybe not to raise humanity, but that's not also impossible. But it requires a lot to get rid of humanity.
Yeah.
So if you are at humanity 4, it's probably because your type of lifestyle
Yeah.
permits you to be on that humanity. So, cause yes, I personally, if I was a GM, I wouldn't be of course you can have a conviction called "I will kill everyone that stands in my way," because then it's yes, then the humanity system is irrelevant. Oh, you robbed an old lady of candy. Well, you get 1 stain. And then that would be.
She's got diabetes. I'm doing her a favor, man. What do you want about?
Yes, exactly.
You should give me experience for that shit.
So yeah, you might have killed 5 people, but you hurt your friend's feelings. You get 2 stains. It's yes, it becomes weird.
No, we're not using the default Chronicle tenants. The Chronicle tenants will be done in character in probably a very short period of time.
Yes.
But those can definitely be them.
Yes.
And they do
I
seem
also
very
hate
reasonable.
Chronicle tenants as a concept. But I get it. I get why they have it, but it's
Yeah, we're gonna use all of the I'm fascinated by the roleplay stuff as a mechanic. D&D doesn't have that, so
yes.
I have
Well, you
definitely
can
not been speaking for 20 minutes while being muted.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm sorry. You thought we were very rude. Yeah.
Un clásico.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. Yes.
So, I just have one question. I've spent my EXP, and I just want to make sure that I did it right. So I've leveled up my persuasion from level 3 to level 4, which means I needed to spend 12 experience on it.
Exactly.
And I've leveled up my stealth to level 1, so that's all 15 gone.
Lovely. That is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Yep. That is right. That is George. George only has a token. Kip has already sent me. It's a B's portrait. Messages. Oops. His token. His portrait. That's Alice. token. Alice portrait. I'm almost done with the tokens. You will see each other soon.
Yes.
Oops.
But yes, I shed a tear for the organ guy, because that's gonna suck like hard.
Just a little.
That's a in 2 weeks problem.
Yes, but that should be, is that like a flaw 2? Because it should be like a flaw 3 or 4. I don't.
It is a flaw too, maybe.
Yes, because it's like
Izron.
in reality. So like I get concept-wise how that may sound easy, but then again you have the humanity system of like, and also the character hopefully being like, well, I don't want to slaughter people like on a semi-daily basis.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
You need to make up your bed so that there is a sustainable way to get person organs.
Yes.
So have fun with that.
I love people organ automation, bro. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, there are 2 ways of doing that, and either one is the one we did, or having like humanity 1. Being like,
But in both cases, he needs
Hey, I mean,
he needs a
as long-
freezer in the apartment.
yes.
As long as you
Yes.
don't get to humanity 0 before the end of the campaign, you still have your character. So.
Yes.
Speedrun any
Yeah,
percent.
also I think the only way to get to humanity 0 is literally being like, hey, defenseless person, I'm gonna kill you because I think
I
it's
want to."
funny.
XD.
No,
XD.
not because you want to even. You have to like that you're doing it. I
It's
think.
also just if you don't have a really strong set of convictions and sense of self.
Yes. Because, yes. I doubt that hurting someone's feelings is like the thing. That would be hilarious though. I'm literally an organ trader. I traffic people daily and I'm the worst monster ever. But
Well,
my
if you have a
friend that
conviction
yeah.
that says, I never hurt people's feelings, then you could get stains for it.
I guess, but I mean, somewhere along the way you should have hurt someone's feelings. Oh no, my spleen, I want that, I need it. Well, it is mine now.
Your prefrontal lobe, hand it over.
Yes.
Although it's kind of great that we already have, like, out of the 5 characters, we have 3 already connected.
Yeah, we do want more.
And then we have mine and
Yes,
me and
everyone-
Bodhi, who's like on the side, like, hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that I was gonna talk about. Like, you guys, if you want to, should find a reason. Because how the character is built, like, Bodhi would need to interact with Vampire Society, but he's, like, actively shunned from Camarilla. And I guess he's Anarch?
Yeah. Most of
Yeah,
you are
I-
anarchalini.
Yes, I think that... I think he would hang with Camarilla, but as soon as they start, like, demanding... Like, be too demanding of him, he
Yeah.
would be like, no. Yeah.
Bro,
So
this
I can
should
also
run
see
like
him
a-
being Camarilla. Because of Ilene would have been that. She would definitely have been Camarilla and be way more like...
Elizabeth, you've not given me character art, have you?
No, I have not yet, but
Cool.
I can send you one.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Give me a second.
Yeah, so I can
I think I have my old
tokenify it.
one. If I get...
So the only one I think Bodhi might have met and interacted with would be the organ eater.
I believe it's that one that I've
See?
sent you.
Yeah.
Why me?
Yes.
Yes. Because you said you used to be a criminal or like
Much,
bad
yeah.
guy.
Aha, this guy cannot delete. Alright, and I shall make a token of that, shall I? Elizabeth.
That would be great.
Alright.
I would be forever indebted to you, kind sir.
I would give you my firstborn child.
If I could
No.
have one.
Yes.
No. Why would I want that little shit?
Why, yes, why you were like, no.
What?
It's
I
like
just
that-
want your spleen. Don't.
What color do you want it?
You have a good spleen.
What color border do you want for your token?
Make
Elizabeth?
it yellow.
Yellow.
Yes.
Send him 2-3 years Bulgaria and forget.
Mellow yellow.
Yes.
2-3 years in Pakistan, alhamdulillah.
2-3 years Bulgaria.
Yes. Yeah, I was playing. By the way, I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I was
Yeah.
like, why are the Kumen speaking Finnish? What the fuck? And
But are they
no,
speaking
it's not
Hungarian?
Finnish. Yes, it's Magyar.
That was my language. That was my
Yes,
language.
exactly.
Magyar.
Yes. Yeah, Magyar.
Major.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
no.
Magyar.
Yes, and one would think, oh, but they must sound similar. That is the weird part. It mostly doesn't, but then they come specific sentences or like dialects where it sounds Finnish, but it's not like.
Like from afar, it sounds alike, but as soon as
Yes.
you like get close to it, it's like, well, it doesn't.
Yes.
Don't.
Player, tokens, and images. Is everyone done spending their XP?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I am lagging behind. I will do this quickly.
And there is, there is no harm in saving, because as said, some stuff costs so much.
Yes, that is true. Right, so this
Well,
guy can do.
lucky for Ice, I am a degenerate gambler.
Oh yeah.
So for the
Tokens.
YouTube's eyes,
Uh-huh.
Chronicle tenants are supposed to be a way of codifying like X cards and stuff. At least
Yeah.
that's somewhat what it's described at in the rules.
Yep.
So yes. So just
Tokens and images should do Alice.
so I mean the first one that we wrote in the Discord, thou shall not kill. Well, we have an organ eater, so we maybe
That might
should
be a bit
like
problem.
Yeah.
yes.
Thou shall not kill. Please.
Yes. I guess
Waiter,
rape or
waiter, one more
torture,
spleen,
but then we
please.
come into like what is torture? like I mean we can like nuance that a bit because we
Fine,
didn't
I
talk
only
about
get
it,
more
but
bad
yeah,
things.
yes. Like we don't need to do it graphically, but I mean torture is such a rainbow of emotions.
Where's
and
Elizabeth?
things you can do.
That's one way to
Yes.
describe it.
Yes, I don't. I'm just realizing that is now on the internet. Me saying that. That, hey, we need to nuance torture.
I will,
I'm just saying.
I will post that to your LinkedIn tomorrow.
Yes. Also, the GM has my LinkedIn. You can be
Yeah.
put it in the comments.
We're bloodbound. He's bloodbound to me.
Monsters, if you're looking at this video, the opinions of certain individuals does not reflect the opinions of the business at large. Please give us money.
I'm of course talking about like in-game where you play literal monsters, or like I guess vampire are people. They don't have to be bad. It's just weird me saying that because my character is like almost a pacifist.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes, me as a player, I'm just like, hey, depending on... That could be... But then again, yeah, otherwise I'm like, yeah, rape I don't want in the game. It becomes super dicey.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like fucked up.
Literally and
you
figuratively.
wouldn't have to say that, but I've had
Yes,
more
that's
than one
fucking
game.
Unfortunately, in
Yes.
VTM groups, you do have to say that.
Yes,
Because people are fucking weird.
yes.
This token.
And harm the innocent. So who is innocent? My
Yeah.
previous player would say, not no one I wanna kill.
Not werewolves. They are not innocent.
Even though they literally tried to strike a deal and say stuff like, we could end this without violence.
They're werewolves. They've probably killed at least one random person.
Least.
At least. You know, it's like the paladin who's killing people, and he always says, well, I just sent them to my god, and if my god rejects them because they're good people, they would have come back. No one did.
Kill them all, let God sort them, yep.
Yes, that would be a fucked up conviction to have, but it would track with, like, the Crusades. God will sort them out.
Yep.
So, who am I to say if they were innocent or not?
Exactly, you just set up the appointment.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
We're not gonna start with... We only have half an hour. So we're not gonna start with
Yep.
session 1. We are going to cut here. We are gonna do character relations.
Yep.
Which is the only thing that is left to do. And then you guys are done.
Yay.
So, we already have one, George and Izron. Anyone else? And you guys can have one experience each for establishing this relationship. Anyone else wanna do this in any reasonable way? I see another opportunity for Alice and George as well, because he works in the same hospital. So maybe the Winter Queen introduced you to that one Camarilla guy, adjacent Camarilla, sort of Camarilla guy.
Sure, that makes sense. We're in the same place.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
not
I was gonna
entirely
say that.
entirely unescorted to Elysium. He will at least be with you. How much help he would be, and with etiquette and stuff, that remains to be seen. Okay.
The one person who wants to be there the least.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
It will indeed be fine. Right. Let me write that stuff down. Alice and George. Camarilla chaperone. Whoa. We will leave it here. Slightly shorter first session, or session 0, I should say. And we begin next Friday in earnest with you will awaken, you'll decide if you want to hunt, and then word will reach you that an emergency Elysium is being held. And you are all compelled to visit, and you will have the opportunity to not go if you want to.
Ew. Sounds like a bad idea.
Yes and no. Cool. We're gonna cut here. Thanks for watching, YouTube. We'll see you next week, probably. Bye.